What's up, what's up, what's up, my fellow creators? Welcome, guys. I hope you're having a beautifully, phenomenally blessed day. Thank you for joining me for a moment in Becky's House of Cards. Today we are going down the rabbit hole with another Narcissist series. I'm going to call this Broken Promises. I think I had one kind of like this before, but I've got a different spin on this. With that being said, please like this video, share this video, subscribe to the channel down below, set that notification bell so you always know when the next video does go live. Knowing that that is a free way to support the channel as well as to connect me with you energetically to get you guys out more resonating content, whatever that may be. And I do want to thank you to anyone and everyone who has liked, shared, commented, or subscribed. You guys are amazing and it means so much to me. I do want to send a shout out to my OGs, my new Gs, and anybody that allows me your most precious asset, your time. It's an honor, a blessing, a privilege being here, giving you guys these messages. And my prayer, as always, is that any of the videos of mine that you happen to watch remind you guys to use your intuition, to use your discernment, to take back your power, and to make the decisions that serve your highest journey in this here, now, here moment. Broken promises. So, one thing that a narcissist is famous for, and I think when I talked about this video, I used it in terms of the children that were involved in the situation, but now I'm going to bring it back to you as the person that's involved with a narcissist. They will always say the things that they want to do, but they're never going to do, right? So I said it, they'll always say what they aren't going to do. What do I mean by this? Well, here's a perfect example. You want to go to the movies, right? Or, yeah, let's just start there. You want to go to the movies, and it's this movie that you've been dying to see. You're like, oh, I'm so excited to go and see this movie, and you tell your narcissist about it, and your narcissist is like, yeah, we'll go next payday. Next payday comes, and suddenly whatever it is that they have to do is more important, and then there's no money left over for you guys to go to the movie, and they make the promise, oh, we'll go the next time, and then the next time the same thing happens, and then we'll go the next time, and the next time the same thing happens. This is why I call it broken promises, because they only uphold what it is that they want to do. How do you guys overcome a situation like this? There's a couple of ways. But I'm going to tell you guys something that might make you feel a little weird at first. The first way is to take yourself. Forget them. When you get paid, boo, you go and you get yourself dressed up and you take yourself. Do it while they're at work. Who cares? Do it when you feel it's best for you. And when they ask and they get mad about it, just be like, well, you know, it was supposed to leave movie theaters next week and I just wanted to catch it. We've waited the whole time it was in theaters and I didn't want to miss it. I wanted to see it and I wanted to see it in theaters. If they're like, oh, well, you were out there cheating, just be like, no, it's just like, you know, we always do what you want to do. And it's not an argument, right? It's something that... When I was with my narcissist, I would always tell him, I was like, you know, when it comes to my friends and everything like that, or when it comes to food, we always have to do what you want to do. And he said no. And it took me pointing out the narcissistic energies of one of my friend's husbands who did the same thing. I said, look, I was like, my friend's husband does the same thing. We can only go wherever he wants to go. We can only go to eat wherever he wants to eat at. If we don't, he'll cancel plans. And I said, and you do the same thing. And he's like, no, I don't. Well, so we went, and this happened where my friend's husband canceled plans because we wanted to take them to a place to eat. And he didn't want to go to the place that we wanted to go to. We wanted to go to one of his normal places. And he goes, huh. He's like, I don't like that. And I was like, yeah, isn't that interesting? I said, that's what we always do with you. And I wasn't trying to fight. I was just being blunt about it. And I named off all the restaurants that we only ever ate at. And I said, and we never try anything new. And I wanted to go to IHOP, and he never wanted to go to IHOP. This is just an example, guys. Again, it's something I went through. And then after that, he took me to IHOP. And so one of the things is with narcissists, oftentimes they will not stop doing something until they're able to see it themselves through another situation. So if you have friends that are dealing with narcissists, which probably are pretty high, if you're dealing with narcissists, you're going to invite people into your life that too are dealing with narcissists. I can't explain it. That's just how it works. You know, point out something, you'll see a lot of similarities, and point out something that they do. and point out who else does that, and then bring, like, when the situation happens, bring that situation up. That's just another way to deal with it. The best way, though, guys, is just to treat yourselves. You know, it's a huge act of self-love, and narcissists can't win when you guys love yourself. Why? Because you guys are taking back your power. You guys are making a stand for yourself. And wanted to go to this restaurant that was in a small town that I had lived in for a long time, and it wasn't very far away. It was only like 10 minutes away from where I was, and they had this #1 breakfast place there. It was breakfast and brunch, and I love biscuits and gravy. Like, that's just something I love, and no matter what, I'm always gonna love that. It's always gonna be something I enjoy along the way. And I heard that they were the #1 biscuits and gravy. They were featured on the 5280 Breakfast Club. Like, just great things, right? And so I called and I asked them what their hours were, and their hours were such and such. And so when my narcissist went to work, I got myself ready and I dressed up for myself, and I went, and the first time ever in my life, I ate at a restaurant, a sit-down restaurant, alone. And I enjoyed myself, and I had what I wanted, and I took my time. I didn't feel rushed, and it was the most delicious breakfast I'd ever had. And I can't say if it was because of the restaurant, and I can't say it's because I did something for myself. The narcissist is going to make you all kinds of promises. You know, we purchased a gift plan to go to Vegas. It was a hotel included. It gave you like those passes for the casinos and stuff like that, so that you guys could gamble, and free drinks and everything like that. I mean, it was a really cool deal. It was really sweet. And you had like 8 months to go. And I kept asking him, when are we going to go? And he's like, when we get the money saved up. And so I started putting money aside. And I had gotten a little secret stash of money, and I can't tell you how he found out about it, but he found out about it, and he just went and spent that money on eating out, and we couldn't go, and the expiration date for the vacation came and went. And I was just so shocked. I was like, you promised. And he's like, yeah, but we never got the money. And I was like, but I was saving it. And he's like, yeah, but we had to use that on an emergency. And I was like, but it wasn't. That's the broken promises that they always have. And so what I'm saying, these videos, I bring my own situations in here so you guys understand that the only way to bring back the power to yourself is to truly empower yourself. So if you need to save up to go on a vacation that you want to go on, if you need to save up to take yourself out, if you need to just go out by yourself, don't be so afraid of them. You know, and if you guys are in an abusive situation where you have a narcissist that abuses you physically, then you guys need to understand that no matter how hard it is to leave, you're worth it. You're worth finding sanctuary for yourself. You know, and that sanctuary can be a battered woman's home. It could just be the hospital. It could be anywhere. It could be your home, your family, right? But don't leave yourself in a situation because of fear. I'm going to tell you guys, I was so afraid. My narcissist beat me too. No, not my face, but he did. He beat me. And I had bruises, and I would always give excuses for him, saying, oh, well, you know, it was my fault, and you know, like, I just was acting out or whatever. You know what? You're a human. They're allowed to act out, but you're not. They're allowed to do things that you're not. This is not a parent-child situation. And that actually brings me to another situation. My life as a child, I never wet the bed. Not once. And you guys might be like, what does this have to do with anything, right? Let me tell you. Halfway through our relationship, I started wetting the bed. Yes, as an adult, guys, I would pee in the bed. And I couldn't figure it out. I thought it was because I was broken. I thought it was because I broke my back. Through the spiritual journey, though, I realized that it was because when children wet the bed, it's usually a fear father figure. Okay, and that's the spiritual meaning behind it. It's a lot deeper than that. This is just a quick peek into this, okay? And I'm sitting there, I was like, I've never feared my father. Like, my father's a nice man. He's a kind man. He's, you know, he loves, and he's gentle, and he's giving. And, you know, my dad was always my best friend growing up. And I'm sitting there thinking, like, why am I afraid of my father? My father's nowhere. He's not here. Like, I don't talk to him a whole lot being in this relationship. And then I realized when I stopped and took myself away from it, I realized I was letting my narcissist be like a father to me as a grown adult. You're an adult. You can make decisions. You can do things and you can go places. And when I started to take a stand for myself, I can tell you guys it stopped. I mean, I'm talking every night. I would have to wash the sheets every night. I had to get one of those covers on the bed. I mean, is it embarrassing? It probably is, but guys, it's just something that I experienced as an adult. But when I figured out what it was connected to, it stopped. It didn't happen again. So if you guys have that same situation, or you wake up in the middle of going to the bathroom in your dream and you're actually peeing on yourself and you're like, you know, oh crap, I gotta go to the bathroom, and you end up having to change your clothes and you guys are in a narcissistic situation, it's because you're afraid of them, and you're afraid of them because they've taken on a fatherly role in your life, and this is not any longer a relationship. And it's imperative that you take back power. And that's why I do these videos. This is to help save you from yourself. It's not to save you from them. It's to save you from yourself, because you're the one that's choosing to stay. I did. And it's hard when everybody else is telling you they're not the one for you, because that just makes you want to stay even more. That's why it's like, you know what? They're going to do what they're going to do. If they're for you, they're for you. If they're not, they're not. But don't you deserve to give yourself a chance to see? Steps are simple. It's not easy. It could be the hardest thing you've ever had to do in your life, but it's worth it to save yourself. Please like this video, share this video, subscribe to the channel down below, set that notification bell so you always know when the next video does go live. And until next time, go forth boldly, my fellow creators, and courageously find creative ways to rise above in life, laughter, and love. Until we meet each other again, mwah. Peace out. I love y'all. Bye.